The question says, when the fares of the two cab companies are compared, what is the cheaper fare for a 5-mile trip? So I'm not going to read everything up here. There are tables. So a 5-mile trip. So we have ABC cabs, 5 miles. I'm going to draw a line up here. I want to skip the open circle because it doesn't include that. I want to go to the solid dot and then come over here. So ABC cabs is going to be $12. And Terry taxi cabs, again, 5 miles, going to go up to the solid dot, because that's one that's included, and then go over to the side, which is roughly $9. So this is what is the cheaper fare for the $5 trip. Cheaper fare would be the $9, so the answer is G. 49, finding the question. What is the area in square coordinate units of the region bounded by the graph of y equals f of x, the positive y-axis, and the positive x-axis? So the graph itself, the solid part, the y-axis, and the x-axis. So we're looking at this shape is the area. We want to find this area. So to find this, we have to break it up into shapes that we know. So I can actually create a right triangle here, and then we have a trapezoid with that same shape. So we have a triangle and a trapezoid. So the triangle area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, and the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 height times base 1 plus base 2. So for the triangle, the height goes from this coordinate up to here. So that y value, I'm on the y-axis, that goes from 3 to 4. So we have 1/2 times 1 is your height. Now the base goes from this 0 to the coordinate here, which is x value of 2. So the base is 2. So it's going to be 1/2 of 1 times 2, so that's 1/2 of 2, which is just 1. So the area of the triangle is 1. So for the trapezoid, we're going to do the same thing. 1/2, so our height of our trapezoid is on the y-axis. It goes from 0 up to this coordinate of the y, which is 3. So our height is 3. Our base 1 goes from the origin until the end of this coordinate, which is 5, plus the other base is the top here, which goes from 0 as well until we get to the x value of 3. So that one is a base of 3. So we have 5 plus 3 is 8. So we have 8 times 3 times 0.5, or you can divide by 2, which we get 12. So the area together would be 13, which is B. Question 50, the question asks, what is the value of the greater number minus the lesser number? So greater number minus the lesser number. Okay. Well, we don't know what the numbers are. The sum of two positive numbers is 151. So I don't know what the numbers are, so I'm just going to use variables. X plus y is equal to 151. The lesser number is 19 more than the square root of the greater number. Okay, so let's think about that. Let's pick one of these. Let's say that x is the smaller number, because it does say lesser and greater. So I'm just going to say the x is the smaller number. So the smaller number is, that means that x is 19 more than, so 19 plus the square root of the greater number, which in this case would be the letter y. Okay, so the question then asks, what is the value of the greater number minus the lesser number? So in this case, the greater number is y, so our question is going to be y minus x. That's our answer. So that's what we got to find. We got to figure out a way to determine what x and y are, and I'm going to use kind of guess and check here instead of trying to do some math. Now, I need whole numbers here, 151, so that means I probably need to have y be a perfect square. So I need to get up to 121, so 151 is close to like 100, 121, 144, because I know 10 squared, I know 11 squared, I know 12 squared. 13 squared is going to be too big. So I'm going to use these numbers to kind of play around with. So I'll start with 12 squared. I know they have to add up to 151. So if I say that y is 144, so I'm going to guess y is 144, then the square root of 144 is going to be 12. So then x is equal to 19 plus the square root of 144, which is 12, so 19 plus 12. So 19 plus 12 says that my x is 31. So 144 plus 31 is going to be too big to be 151. So this is not my correct y value. So I'm going to go down. Instead of doing 144, I'm going to use 121 instead. So I'm going to use 121 and see what that gives me. So let's pretend y is 121. The square root of 121 is 11. 19 plus 11 is 30. 121 plus 30 is 151. So I now have my correct numbers. So now I am not asking what is y. I'm not asking what x is. The question is what is y minus x. So y is 121 minus x, which is 30. So 121 minus 30 is 91. That is what we're looking for, so our answer is J. It's really important to make sure you go back and figure out what the question is asking, because 121 is an answer choice, and a lot of people will think that that's the answer because it's just, you got to figure out what y was. But you got to figure out what y and x were to end up doing the subtraction.